Hey guys, Dan Card here with the Card Torner Group. I'm sitting down today with my good friend, mortgage broker Cheri Hamm with the Place to Mortgage Alliance. She is going to answer some questions that we have about the changes to the stress test and just what the stress test is in general for us. So thanks a lot for sitting down with me today, Cheri. I really
Thank you
appreciate
for having me.
Yeah, so this is Cheri's first time on video, so I am going to call her out on that.
I'm nervous.
So don't be too nervous. It's it's fun and it's informative, right?
Yeah, for
That's the
sure.
whole point.
For sure.
So before we jump in, why don't you tell us a little bit more about yourself, how long you've been in business, and just what you do.
What I do. So I am a mortgage broker, and I have been doing this for 3 years now. And today we're going to be talking about the stress test, and that is actually the only life I know in the brokering world. I don't know life beforehand. I think mortgages were a lot easier beforehand, but I've always dealt with the stress test, so I know how to operate it and try and get our mortgages approved.
Okay, well that's good. So why don't we start there? Why don't you tell us a little bit about what the stress test is and why it was originally brought in?
So the stress test was originally brought in for people, sort of maximizing out their debt servicing. And so typically what happens is we have to qualify you at a higher rate than what your typical rate would be on a mortgage, so that if rates move at all, that there is room for you to be able to handle that debt load. And so we qualify you at a higher rate than what your actual mortgage rate is.
Okay, so tell us, there were some changes that were announced yesterday by the government. What can you tell us? Because I'm going to be honest, I couldn't make heads or tails of it. I tried to read the bulletin that came out, and I went, this is Latin. Like I'm a decently smart individual. I think I'm pretty good at what I do, and it made literally no sense to me, which is part of why I wanted to sit down with you, because I was really hoping you could put it into layman's terms and kind of explain what the changes are and what that actually means for us.
Yes, for sure. Well, that's why you have me. So what happens today, for example, is I have to qualify you with your mortgage at 5.19%.
That's right.
Right now, like as of today, for a first-time home buyer or anyone putting down less than 20% on a home, that is called an insured mortgage. With an insured mortgage, today's rates are approximately 2.79, but I have to qualify you at 5.19 for that mortgage amount. As of April 6th, there are going to be changes to the stress test where they now want us to qualify you at contract rate plus 2%. So with me saying that today's rates are 2.79 approximately for anyone putting down less than 20% on a home, that now means that instead of me qualifying you at 5.19%, I can qualify you at the 2.79 plus the 2%, which puts us at a 4.79 qualifying rate as opposed to the 5.19.
So that would give somebody something like 5% more buying
Well, not
power?
quite, but for example, if you were to qualify for a $500,000 mortgage, you would now qualify for approximately $520,000.
Okay.
So it does make a difference when you're buying a home. Sometimes it is all that little bit that we need.
And to clarify, so this only affects insured mortgages at this point. If you're putting down more than 20%, you're still being qualified at that 5.19%?
That's right, yeah. So if you have more than, so an insured mortgage means that the mortgage is back and insured. And so when you put down less than 20% on a mortgage, you're also paying a mortgage insurance premium.
Yeah.
So because those mortgages are back end insured, we typically can access the lower rates. And so this change to the stress test is happening currently for only those who are putting down less than 20%.
Gotcha.
There is talk, and it is under review, that this will also come to uninsurable mortgages, which is anybody putting down more than 20% or more.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
Is what do you think is coming down the pipeline? So these new changes first, they come in April 1st?
They come in April 6th.
April 6th.
April 6th,
Okay.
yeah.
What a random date. So those come in April 6th. When do you think we could potentially see some other changes?
They are, from what I have read so far, with the uninsurable mortgages being under review, it is possible that change will also take place for April 6th. I'm not making any promises. Yep. I am not in charge.
Yeah, of course.
That is just the talk.
Do you feel that these changes are enough to the stress test? Do you feel that they need to do more? Do you feel, I mean, the market's definitely picking up. People are out there buying again. It seems like lenders are maybe a little bit more flexible again with actually handing out mortgages where they had really tightened up for a while. Are you kind of seeing that?
I do feel that they have certain rules that they need to follow, and so we do try to make things fit in that perfect box. The bonus with a mortgage broker is that we have access to a ton of different lenders. So sometimes when it doesn't fit into the box of one particular lender, we might be able to fit it into the box of another lender.
Perfect.
So we do have several options.
Okay.
Yeah, always best to use a broker.
That's it. I agree. 100%. That's why I brought Cheri on. Okay. Well, I think that's great. We're at just about 6 minutes, which I think is probably a good amount of time. Do you have any final thoughts that you wanna leave people with?
No, I don't. The one thing I always like to stress is before you do go out shopping for a home, go and get your pre-qualification. It just educates you as to what you are able to afford, and that way when you are out, shopping with Dan, that you know exactly what you're able to do, and it just makes you a stronger buyer.
Perfect. Okay, and if people want to get in touch with you, how and where do they find you?
Well, you can find me at Cheri Hamm at theplacetomortgage.com. You can also find me on Facebook, or you can call me at 604-715-7942.
Perfect. And you're on the gram as well.
I am on Instagram at Mortgage Broker Superstar.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you so much, Cheri.
Thank you for
really
having
appreciate your
me.
time to sit down. If you guys have any questions, reach out to me, reach out to Cheri. We're here to help, and we're happy to do it.